Hi, Senator Scott Jensen. I want to ask you, what do you think the most dangerous question is you can ask a politician? I think it's why. When you ask a politician why, it demands several things. One, in order to answer that question, you have to understand the question. You have to have a basis. You have to have data. You have to have done your homework. A lot of politicians, and I think we're seeing this with COVID-19, a lot of politicians won't give you the answer to why. They'll break it down and they'll just go with the individual letters. When they talk about the W, they're going to tell you their wants. I want you to do this. I want you to stop going out to bars and restaurants, even though I don't have the data to demonstrate why. I want you to stop. Then the H, how are they going to get their way? Well, this is what I'm going to do. If we have people independently thinking they can reopen, we're going to shut them down. We're going to have the local sheriff go there. We're going to have the Department of Health pull their licenses. We're going to have the Attorney General initiate a lawsuit. They'll tell you the how. They'll stiff arm you. And then the why. They'll tell you it's about you. They'll say, you are the reason I have to do this. This is why I have my wants. And this is why I have to tell you how I'm going to do this, because of you. You haven't done well enough. You haven't done enough social distancing. You haven't been wearing your mask enough. You didn't stay at home enough for Thanksgiving. So now we're going to have a surge. 10, 14 days after Thanksgiving, we're going to get this surge, and it's because of you. Well, you know what? We didn't have that surge after Thanksgiving. And we did have a lot of people say, no, we're not going to stick to one single household. We're still going to have our grandmother over. Or we're going to have our aunt and uncle who live alone and are lonely. We're going to have them over. So we were told that there's going to be a surge, but you know what? There wasn't. So then what did we see? We saw politicians pivot. We saw the message being, see, if we hadn't done what we had done, if we hadn't done the lockdown, if we hadn't had these, if you will, tough, rigid rules for you, we would have had a surge. But you can thank us. Here we go again. See, this is what politicians do. Running victory laps for something they didn't earn. Their initial premise had been, there's going to be a problem because of what you've done. And then when the problem doesn't surface, well, then it's because of what I've done. If you want to really get to a politician, ask why and keep asking it. And don't let them deflect and tell you what their wants are, or how they're going to get their wants, or how it's your fault. Just ask them why. That's the most dangerous question.